So I've coined the term outdoor guinea pig for mental health. The doctors, pharmacists, and nurses have described it. Well, actually, one of them described it as being a healthy test patient. Um, what I'm basically saying is they still experiment drugs on people. Um, I don't even know what medication I'm taking right now. I take it via injection, and I have reason to suspect my psychiatrist has been lying to me. In fact, all my psychiatrists have been lying to me for the last few years. I made a few videos about silent reflux, LPR, GERD, and all that because I had a sore throat, which I had heard. Well, I assumed it was because of the alcohol consumption I'd been doing. I'm a young man, 30 years old. I shouldn't be having this kind of problem, but I was having it, and my doctors had a genuine lack of concern about the problem. I brought it up many times. I told them how much pain I was in, and it's like they just didn't seem to care. And that's because they looked up on their computer and they figured the antipsychotic I was taking, part of it was causing inflammation in the throat, which has been the result of my sore throat. And alcohol was the person or the thing that got blamed. But in reality, it's always been the medicine. Don't get me wrong, acid reflux is a serious thing. You should have a wedge pill like I got, drink plenty of water, don't eat 3 hours before you go to bed, all that sort of stuff. All that stuff's important, but and you can have sore throats for many reasons, but the reason I have a sore throat is because of the medicine I've been taking. My doctors they turn on the OCD button and they just deny, avoid answering questions, and they keep lying over and over again. And it doesn't work on me anymore. I wish some older people had told me exactly how these types of people operate, how they think. They didn't know. I learned it the hard way. Rest assured, if I can help out people, then they're not going to go through the same problems I've gone through. I don't feel that great today or right now specifically, but since my last injection, it has actually gotten better, and that might be because I was injected with a different medicine. I don't really know. There were a few subtle hints that I saw that, I don't know, it makes me question things, but so I'm understandably frustrated at this point. Like, they just, all they want to do is throw medicine at you and push you out the door, and then make you come back to take that medicine so they can push you out the door again. Like, my psychiatrist is like, oh, we only have to meet every 3 weeks, blah, blah, blah. Or we only have to meet every 3 months. You just come in for your injection every third week. And I started going, no, I want to talk these problems out. I don't want you to just make up whatever story you want about me, and that be that. And I take the medicine, and no questions get answered, nothing gets done, and I'm no better off than I was before. Especially as they've been lying to me, and how they've been obsessive compulsive about it. Probably did something a little rash when I had a few drinks, because my case manager, she texts me every now and then, and I text her saying fuck you guys, and I said a few things because I was pissed off because well, actually, I've had to have the ambulance called a couple times because my sore throat has just gotten so bad, and now I've been whacked with a $530 ambulance bill. And that's because of the antipsychotic medicine causing my sore throat. So, the way I see it, why should I have to pay for what the medicine had done to me? Mental health should have to pay for that. I'm going to press the issue, or I'm going to be a legal problem for them. I'm not going to go through the courts and the legal system and all that nonsense. Someone else can do that work for people like me, but I believe getting to the tribal, to the people-to-people route of dealing with things, and that's called, you go and tell people who tell other people exactly the game that mental health is playing, what they do to people, and, whose version are these people going to believe? Are they going to believe the doctor's version, where they just vaguely, generically tell you it's this or that, it's acid reflux that's causing your sore throat, and they won't explain anything, they won't do anything, and they shoo you off? Or they're going to believe me, who will actually explain what's going on, and I'll answer any question to the best of my ability. I'm not a doctor, but guess what? That's a good thing, because doctors are assholes. They do things for sick, twisted reasons. And I think giving someone a sore throat for 3 years to teach them not to drink is something a sadistic asshole would do. It's unacceptable in my opinion. Your medicine didn't work, and anyone in the same boat as me, I'll gladly tell them exactly what's going on. Because I had to have a few unnecessary procedures because of it. I had a big black tube shoved down my throat into my stomach. Now, no jokes about it being a 4-foot-long black dildo, because that's not what it was. I forget what it's called, like an endoscope or something. So, yeah, whatever. It wasn't pleasant, and I didn't like it, okay? And it was completely unnecessary, which would explain my ENT's lack of concern, and not only that, his general, why are you wasting my time attitude he had. So, this is a video saying, look, I've learned from my earlier videos what I thought was the problem. I understand there are going to be other people who don't have the same set of circumstances that I have, and therefore their sore throat will be because of something else. Mine, however, is because of the antipsychotic medication I've been taking, and it's caused a sore throat for the purpose of discouraging me from drinking. And the doctors don't want to admit that. However, I did have one doctor, he grumbled it. He didn't want to admit it, but he said, it's not alcohol, it's the medicine. And that just added to the belief in my mind that they do this to discourage you from drinking. And I've described the pain as feeling like Darth Vader's got a chokehold on you, and he's not letting go for 3 years. Who knows how long I'll have to put up with this? Because I believe there are medicines that can get rid of this just like that. Will they let me have those medicines? Probably not. If I stop taking the antipsychotics, will my sore throat go away? Eventually, but not fast enough for me able to definitively say it was the medicine. Because that's the other thing, is they keep things blurred. They keep it inspecific and vague, so you can't pinpoint exactly what things are. Although my throat has been better the last couple of weeks, because I think I've been taking a different antipsychotic, the fact is they're lying so much, it's difficult to comprehend exactly what they're doing, when they're doing it, why they're doing it, and all these different sort of things. And my psychiatrist tried giving me a few sheets of paper from a book, and it was all jargon. There's no way I could understand any of that. It wasn't written in plain English. It was a waste of my time, as a matter of fact. He probably picked the pages out of a book that would be the most waste of my time, on purpose, so that I didn't learn anything. In fact, one of his explanations was doing a math problem on a bit of paper, and it was like a simple thing, and it was like, why? How stupid do you think I am? Anyway, they just hammer home a simplistic message over and over and over again, and it usually works on some people, but for me, it didn't work. I mean, it worked for a while. It worked for 6 years, 3 years with a sore throat, but I'm at the point now where I'm not believing them on anything, and I'll never take a doctor's word on face value again. Even my GP, I really like her, but I'm never gonna believe a word she says again, just like that. If she doesn't explain herself, I'm not taking her medicine. And like I said about pantropozals or any pozals in an earlier vid, you don't need them. There might be some people who do need them, but if you're in a situation like I am, young man, maybe you drink too much, maybe you have been for a while, you don't need them. It'll just make things worse for you. Anyway, that's one aspect of it. My physical health. But as I said, they describe me as a healthy test patient. So this isn't mad scientist mentality, it's reality. They are experimenting on me, and I'm just an outdoor guinea pig. Sure, I get to go around, buy hockey jerseys and go to work and things like that, but I'm still under their thumb when it comes to medicine. I have been told I can stop taking the medicine if I want, and it eventually my throat would probably clear up, although I don't know that for a fact. I have no idea how long that would take. So I'm playing their game right now and continuing taking the medicine, and I don't need to know exactly when or how much the medicine has changed, but I want this sore throat gone. It doesn't have to be there. It's completely manufactured by the medicine I'm taking. The alcohol doesn't help, obviously, but the sore throat originates from the medicine they're giving me. So I'm not too happy about them right now, and I bet they're not too happy with me. But too bad. I'm gonna be the most painful thorn in their side that I can possibly be, because let's face it, they helped create me. They only have themselves to blame. Anyway, talk to you guys later. See ya.